You're watching Sun TV, broadcasting to the world from studios in Providenciales, in the beautiful by nature Turks and Caicos Islands. Sun TV, your source for real news as it happens.
Hundreds of visitors to the Turks and Caicos Islands are leaving the country extremely disappointed after spending their money on souvenir conch shells and then having to leave them at the Providenciales International Airport. At the airport, there is a sign which states no conch shells allowed. But what is unfortunate about this is that departing tourists are only made aware of this rule when they reach the airport security line. That is when they have to leave the conch shells behind and separate themselves from their cherished memories of the Turks and Caicos Islands. Investigations by Sun TV disclosed that some tourists feel so strongly about the matter that they have taken to trip advisors to air their concerns, which paint the Turks and Caicos Islands in a negative light. The conch shell controversy stems from a new regulation that is being enforced by the Department of Environment and Marine Affairs, DEMA. But the new rules are not only causing a problem with tourists. Several local craft vendors who rely on selling the souvenir conch shells to make a living are raising objections because they are no longer to sell the shells during certain times of the year. Listen to what one vendor had to say about the new conch shell laws.
On the 27th, but in the ending part of July, they come to us and say we have to put up our conch shell today. You have to put up your conch shell because you can't sell it. And we ask them why. They say because they have this policy come up, say from on the 15th of the same month, you're supposed to put the conch shell up because conch season close and they have to put up the conch shell. But the conch shell thing is, conch shell could be on the beach for years and years, like hundreds of years. That don't mean we have to go take the conch out the sea to get the shell because the shell is right there piled up. Old age shells. They still giving us hard time because I don't understand why they doing this to us. When the tourists come, we don't have much to show them. From the Turks and Caicos Islands, it's the shell and the basket, the straws. And they look at something that made from out of the shells, and they wanted to carry back home.
In order to get the official side of the story, Sun TV contacted Director of DEMA, Kathleen Wood. Here is her explanation.
We are hoping that the conch situation regarding the export of shells has now resolved itself and will be resolved for next year. Currently, under the Fisheries Protection Ordinance, it is unlawful to export conch or conch products during the closed season, which is from July 15th until October 15th. This law has been in effect since 2011, and it's required because in order to satisfy the terms of CITES, which is the international organization that regulates international trade in endangered species, and conch falls under that regulation. We have actually been in contact with CITES and we've asked them for an exception for conch shells and conch jewelry during the closed season, and they have advised that we will be able to lift that ban on exports for the next season. However, we will need a legislative change in the Fisheries Protection Ordinance in order for that to happen first, because right now it is unlawful under Turks and Caicos law to export the conch. So we're working towards that, and we're hoping that next season this will no longer be a problem.
The Helen Garlic-led Special Investigation and Prosecution SIPT team has charged 2 more persons in the Turks and Caicos Islands. A press release from Governor's spokesman Neil Smith did not reveal the names of the individuals, but said the males were aged 57 years and 52 years. Well-placed sources told The Sun that the accused are 2 lawyers. They have been charged with cheating the revenue, and they will be appearing before the Magistrate Court in Providenciales at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow, September 25, 2013. Meantime, the SIPT is being taken to court tomorrow by former Turks and Caicos Islands Government Minister McAllister Piper Henschel. Henschel applied to SIPT through his lawyer Laura Maroof for his passport to travel to Brazil, where former Premier Michael Mizik is jailed pending the outcome of an extradition hearing. However, he was told by a lawyer at a SIPT office that his request was denied because he is in flight risk. A few months ago, SIPT made a similar move to withhold Henschel's passport when he went to travel to Brazil, but High Court Judge Madam Justice Margaret Ramsey Hale ordered that them release the passport. Well, that's our Sun TV News Brief for today. Join us again next time when we bring you real news as it happens directly to your computer, mobile device, or smartphone. If you know anyone living overseas who wants to keep up with what is happening in the Turks and Caicos Islands, get them to email us at sun@suntci.com so we can add them to our mailing list to get Sun TV News. Thanks for watching. I'm Toddleen Dafferlin.